Because take yona lenta khuluma ngayo, for example. It sounds like a good thing. It sounds like a good thing, right? Because people are poor out there and there are people who are rich. And in a way, it's not fair, Woody Mina, as a rich person, and then there's another poor person. We are buying things at the same price. When you look at it like that, you can see, Uguti, it's not something that's right. There's an aspect of it that's wrong. But then again, if you think about it deep, it's unrealistic to expect businesses to sell products at different prices just to accommodate different tax brackets. It's nice when you think about it, G. Yeah, but when you think about it, it's nice when you think about it or speak about it. But when you think about it critically deep, it just doesn't make sense. So Julius Malema, every time when I listen to him, the things that he speaks on the surface, they seem like things that are going to benefit the people, things that are going to impact this country positively. But when you think about those things deeply, critically, you can see with no man, these things that Julius Malema always says he wants are not the things that can actually improve this country. And they are the things that are going to run this country into the slums, into the ground.
I earn, my salary is almost more than $1 million. They wrote about it. My grandmother has got no income at all. But she buys, if a liter of water is R1, she's going to pay R1 and I'm going to pay R1 for the liter of water. What type of equality is that? When she's got no income at all. Here is a parliamentarian who pays R1, the same amount of money with the person who has got no income. And when I say, for those who do not have income, there must be a special price for them. No, he wants free everything for everybody. It is unfair. It is actually undermining the agenda to fight for equality.
You know, I seriously believe that all the people who always say that Julius Malema would make a good president, that Julius Malema is what we need in South Africa. He's the one who's going to turn South Africa into a developed country and even has the potential to impact the whole of Africa and develop the whole of Africa. Some people, that's what they see when they see Julius Malema. But I honestly think all those people are not listening to the same Julius Malema as the rest of us. Because are you seriously telling me that a person who speaks like this, you heard what he said, right? Are you telling me with a person who speaks like this can improve a country economically? Let us not even focus on other things, just the economical part, because that's his focus, since his party is the economic freedom fighters. So I think the main thing that they are fighting for is economic freedom, right? So when you listen to this clip, does he sound like someone who can improve a country's economy and actually develop a country? Serious? When you listen to him, does he give you that thing? You know that thing I'm talking about. That thing, Yoguti. Now this is a guy who can improve our country financially. Maybe I don't know things. Maybe I don't grasp or understand what he's saying there. But what I'm hearing is that if I am rich and someone is poor, we shouldn't be buying things at the same price. That's what he's saying. If I am rich and there's someone poor next to me, we are in a shop, we shouldn't be buying things at the same price. So the bread for me, for example, should be 20 rand. And then the same bread for that person should be 5 rand. Because that person is poor and I am rich. Well, the video that I just played, I saw it on TikTok and it really fascinated me. When I was looking at the comment section there, Lapogu TikTok, a lot of people were just as confused as I am. What does Malema mean by this? Does he mean that prices should be adjusted to fit people's pockets? Prices should be adjusted. Okay, this person should buy at this price because this one is poor. This person should buy at this price because this one is rich. A lot of people were confused there on the comment section, and I was also confused. What does he mean? But then there was a lot of EFF followers there on the comment section. They were there busy defending Julius Malema there, saying we are not understanding what Julius Malema is trying to say. They are busy there defending him, saying, yes, we understand you, our leader, what you mean. These people don't understand you. But the funny thing is, they are not explaining themselves what he means. They are just commenting and saying, Tina, we understand you, my leader. Let them rest, they don't understand you. Yes, we don't understand him, so tell us what he means. And then there was someone who also commented and tried to explain what Julius Malema meant there. We are misunderstanding him. He was talking about subsidizing, saying that Julius Malema, in fact, he didn't explain what Julius Malema said. He just said that he's talking about subsidizing. Yeah, that's what he said. Just Julius Malema he's talking about subsidizing. So if you understand subsidizing, you'll understand what Julius Malema means. If you want us to understand something, if you want us to get what you are saying, tell us in a way that we understand. Tell us in a way that we are going to hear. Because we can't listen to you as Julius Malema telling us that a rich person and a poor person should buy things at different prices. And then when we say, what do you mean? We don't understand what you are trying to say because that thing sounds unrealistic. And then you are saying, no, that's not what I mean. In fact, it's not him that said that. It's his followers. They are saying, no, that's not what he meant. He meant this. But you are not telling us what he meant. You are just telling us he's talking about subsidizing. What is that supposed to mean? So if you are an EFF member, tell us on the comment section down below, what does your leader mean when he says this? Tell us about that subsidizing that you were talking about there on TikTok on the comment section. He's talking about subsidizing. What is subsidizing and what is Julius Malema trying to say when he says this? Because Tina, as the regular South Africans that we are, when we hear him speak like this, he just sounds like a person who don't understand how even the economy works. You can't say people should buy things at different prices because they are under different tax brackets. That thing doesn't even make sense. Make it make sense. Maybe I'm the one who doesn't understand it. And give me examples of countries who've done this before. Countries where things are sold at different prices to different people. Maybe there are countries like that out there, but I've never heard of countries like that out there. Even the richest countries in the world, both Switzerland, both Ireland, both United States of America, those countries, I've never heard of them giving their citizens different prices because one is poor, one is rich. I don't know. But then, these leaders, both Julius Malema, both EFF, we should catch them in things like this. When they speak, we should listen to them attentively so that we can see whether these people are fit to lead a nation or not. We shouldn't keep quiet as South Africans when we hear things like this, especially when they are spoken by a leader. We should try to find out what do you mean? And us trying to find out is going to give us a good picture of who Julius Malema is. How would he lead this nation? Would he be able to run a country? Because personally, when I look at Julius Malema, he strikes me as those kinds of people with big dreams, but lack the potential to make those dreams a reality. He strikes me as those kinds of people. When he speaks, you would think, yeah, this guy is the guy we need as South Africans. But when you listen attentively, you can see, this guy, he's just speaking. These things he's saying, he's not really thinking deep about them. He's just talking about them on the surface. He doesn't go deep and think about the consequences of that thing or how that thing is going to impact the country negatively. Because take Yonalenta Kulmangayo, for example. It sounds like a good thing. It sounds like a good thing, right? Because people are poor out there and there are people who are rich. And in a way, it's not fair, Udimina, as a rich person and then there's another poor person. We are buying things at the same price. When you look at it like that, you can see, Uguti, it's not something that's right. There's an aspect of it that's wrong. But then again, if you think about it deep, it's unrealistic to expect businesses to sell products at different prices just to accommodate different tax brackets. It's nice when you think about it, but when you think about it, it's nice when you think about it or speak about it. But when you think about it critically deep, it just doesn't make sense. So Julius Malema, every time when I listen to him, the things that he speaks on the surface, They seem like things that are going to benefit the people, things that are going to impact this country positively. But when you think about those things deeply, critically, you can see with no man, these things that Julius Malema always says he wants are not the things that can actually improve this country. And they are the things that are going to run this country into the slums, into the ground. That's what I see when I look at Julius Malema. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about on today's video. If you are an EFF member, follower, you love Julius Malema, tell us on the comment section down below what he means by this. Maybe we don't understand, explain to us. But if you just enjoyed this video or you learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Emmanuel and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let's meet again on another video.